Hey,
Yeah? Hey, you, got a sec? I need you to hear something.
I'm listening.
It's just, being out here with you, it's made me realize, most of my life to this point, I've been running out on the good things I got. I skipped out on my family, my life in Diamond City, took up with you just to get out of Good Neighbor. Hell, running from myself is what made me into a damn ghoul. But being here with you for the first time in my life, things have just felt right. And running is the furthest thing from my mind. I mean, I left Good Neighbor thinking I was gonna just sharpen up the old killer instinct. But whether it's fate, or destiny, or just goddamn coincidence, I ended up with someone like you. I turned one of the nastiest settlements in the Commonwealth into a refuge for the lost. I thought I'd done something I could hang my hat on. But being out here with you, it's made me realize just how small time I'd been thinking. And that maybe all my running, from my life, myself, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing after all.
Running from yourself. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't always look this good. The drug that did this to me, that made me a ghoul, I knew what it was going to do. I just couldn't stand looking at the bastard I saw in the mirror anymore. The coward who'd let all those ghouls from Diamond City die. Who was too scared to protect his fellow drifters from Vic and his boys. If I took it, I'd never have to look at him again. I could put that all behind me. I'd be free. Didn't seem like a choice at all. Turns out it was just me running from something else in my life.
It doesn't matter what you did. All that matters is what you do from here on out.
I know a lot of bookies that'd disagree with you, but I feel what you're getting at. So let me get to the point. Throwing in with you has been the best decision I've ever made. It's like I found a part of myself I never realized was missing, which happens sometimes when you're a ghoul. If I hadn't taken up with you, I'd probably be in a gutter somewhere, getting gnawed on by rad roaches. You have been one hell of a friend.
Oh. That really means a lot to me. Thank you, Hancock.
Just calling them like I see them. Well, I know I could stand to listen about how wonderful I am for the rest of my days, but it's probably worth us hitting the road. Thanks for hearing me out, friend.
Hey,
What do you need? You look like you could use this.
your thoughts?
This beats mayoral duty.
Your thoughts?
So a ghoul walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." Ghoul says, "That's fine. Is the human fresh?"
Your thoughts?
Being here?
I just wanted to know how we're doing.
Let me put it this way. Running with you, best decision I've ever made.
Just wanted to check in. Make sure we're doing okay.
Me? I feel like I got it made.
Is everything okay between us?
You and me, we've done some real damn good out here. And I'm looking forward to doing a lot more.
Is everything okay between us?
Other than feeling a little jealous I might only be the second most deadly person in this outfit, I'm feeling pretty damn good.
Is everything okay between us?
Don't think there's anyone in the Commonwealth I'd rather have watching my back. You and me, we're good.
Are things all right between us?
Don't think there's anyone in the Commonwealth I'd rather have watching my back. You and me, we're good.
I think it'd be best if we went our separate ways.
Yes, all good things gotta end. I'll head home. You come find me when you decide you need some more trouble in your life.
bullshit. Truth is, it's been a long time since I've had a friend. I'm a liar. Everyone knows it. I make no secret of it. Because the truth is, I'm a fraud. To my core. When I was young, a hell of a long time ago, I was, well, scum. I was a bigot. A very violent bigot.
Were you really that bad?
Worse than that. I ran with a gang in University Point. We called ourselves the UP Deathclaws. For kicks, we'd terrorize anyone we thought was a synth. We kept egging each other on. Started with some property damage, graduated to some beatdowns, then, inevitably, a lynching. The Claws' leader was convinced we'd finally found and killed the synth. Looking back, I'm not so sure.
You killed someone.
That one was enough for me. It was his eyes. Those eyes haunt me. It's bulging. So I turned my back on my brothers, broke all contact. Time passed, I became a farmer, if you can believe that. Then, one day I found someone. She saw something in me I didn't know was there. Barbara, well, she just was.
What was she like?
She had a smile like on those old magazine covers. Her eyes... We were trying for kids, eking out a living. Then one day, it turns out my Barbara, she was a synth. She didn't know that. I certainly didn't. I don't know how the Deathclaws found out, but there was blood.
That must have been terrible.
I don't remember much clearly after that. I know I killed most of the Claws. I must have made a big impression. The railroad contacted me, figuring I'd be sympathetic, seeing that I lost my wife. And, well, what I did afterwards...
The railroad let you in, even though you were in the Deathclaws.
So many years had passed, I don't think anyone, well, except for the...
So they killed her?
Yes. I don't remember much clearly after that.
That must have been terrible.
I don't remember much. The railroad contacted me, figuring...
The railroad let you in.
So many years had passed, I don't think anyone, well, except for the Claws, knew that. All they knew is someone fought back. I don't even know why I lie anymore. But I can't tell the truth. Everyone, Tom, Dez, you, even that asshole Carrington, they deserve to be on the railroad. I don't. I'm everything wrong with this whole fucking Commonwealth. You're the only friend I got. I don't deserve you being okay with this. Hell, I'm not even asking for it. But I figured you should know.
I don't buy your whole story.
Very understandable, but believe this. So...
That's a lot to process.
I can imagine. Listen, you must be wondering, hey, is Deacon messing with my head? Again? But even if you don't believe anything else, know that you're my friend. maybe my only one. So, good talk.
Hey,
Sure, if it isn't the railroad's secret weapon. What you need?
your thoughts?
I wish Daz would greenlight the...
Yeah. Your thoughts?
One day, we'll take...
Your thoughts?
I never really much cared for the Minutemen.
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth can be...
So, how are we doing, Deacon?
The load always seems a little lighter, the steps a little quicker when you're with your friend. We're good.
I wanted to make sure things were okay between you and me.
Always happy to spend some time with my friend, even when the grenades and bullets are flying, which happen.
Is everything all right between us?
Why do you ask? You know something I don't.
So, how are we doing, Deacon?
We're great. We're frickin' fantastic. Songs will be written about our sheer awesomenicity.
Are things okay between you and me?
You don't ever have to ask. We're thick as thieves, my friend.
Is everything all right between us?
We're great. We're frickin' fantastic. Songs will be written.
Is everything all right between us?
Why do you ask? You know something I don't? Huh? Nah, we're golden.
I think it's about time we called it.
Another time, then. Whenever you're done corpse squatting, I'm good to go.
All's quiet across the
Sure.
Commonwealth.
What's on your mind?
Oh, just a little something I'd like to get off the old proverbial chest. I just want to say what an honor it is for me to accompany you. You've no idea the horror these past 2 centuries have wrought. The initial destruction, not knowing if you and your family were all right. It was a relief just to find the entrance intact.
That must have been hard on you. How did you...
At first it was the work, busying myself day and night, and believe me, there was plenty of it. But eventually the work became light chores. What truly saved me was my memories, Mum. Memories of you and the hubby, young Sean. Of your love.
Yeah.
I soldiered on, fueled by hope that one day, if not...
You don't regret it? All the waiting?
Never. If you ask me, it was worth it. All 200 years. I just wanted you to know how much I consider you family. I may be a mere robot to some, but I do hope you've come to see me as more.
Why would you think otherwise?
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting
Of course,
all day,
Codsworth.
all across the Commonwealth.
Don't worry, I feel the same.
Miss
Quiet
Hope,
across the Commonwealth.
you
Stay
don't
safe
know
out
how wonderful it is for me to hear that. I feel completely recharged. Well, enough blither-blather from me. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Hey,
Mom,
Codsworth,
here we are.
your thoughts?
A communist, he orders a drink.
That's all for now.
All right, then.
Sure. What's on your mind?
So gracious, Mum. I do appreciate it. I've always had such admiration for you and your family, ever since the day my visual senses were first switched on. You and Sir, so good with young Sean and so trusting. It just warms my nuclear core. So you can imagine the distress I felt when the bombs fell, after you fled to the vault. I searched but found no evidence of your death. I could only hope you all made it in time. And when you returned, I was overjoyed. I admit, I ran a full diagnostic scan just to make sure I wasn't malfunctioning. But the news of Sir and young Sean, believe me when I say it takes a true hero to live through that.
I'm just doing what it takes to survive out here.
Oh, it's so much more than that, Mum. So much more. In such a bleak world as this, think of all you've witnessed and all you've done. In my 200 years, I've seen it tear good men and women apart. But you, Mum, you have remained the very model of what humanity should aspire to be.
You sure that 200 years didn't rust something important up there?
Quite certain, Mum. The diagnostics don't lie. What with all my self-maintenance, rust will never touch me. That aside, I do truly believe that if the Commonwealth is to turn itself around, you are the one to make it happen. Now, not another word. I stand firm in my belief. Let's get back to it.
Hey,
Mum,
Codsworth.
a fine day, Mum. Something I can help?
Your thoughts?
Just the Commonwealth these days, Mum. Nuclear.
Your thoughts?
There's hope after all.
Your thoughts?
Even at the worst of times.
Really? Your thoughts?
Things aren't so bad.
No. Your thoughts?
The end of the world is more like a new beginning, eh, Mum?
Your thoughts?
Are you certain I'm the man?
No. How do you think things are between us?
Mum, you will always be the most selfless and kind person I know. The husband would be proud.
How do you think things are between us?
So kind of you to inquire. You must know that I hold you in the highest regard. I do hope you feel the same.
Are things all right between us?
From my perspective analysis, I'd say jolly well, Mum. If anyone is to change the Commonwealth for the better, it's you.
What do you think about our relationship?
Mum, why, it couldn't be better. It only worries me that you'd feel the need to ask.
I think it's best if we went our separate ways.
As you wish, Mum. I'll be at the homestead. Cheerio.
What is it?
When we first met, I admit, I had my doubts about you, but you've done nothing but impress me. You're just who the Minutemen needed to bring us back from the brink.
Why do you care so much what happens to the Minutemen?
When I was a kid, the Minutemen were my heroes. They were the only good guys around, really. When I turned 17, I joined up with Ezra Hollis's company. He was one of the good ones. really believed in the old-time Minuteman way. We had a few good years there. I felt like I was part of something bigger than me, like I was really helping make the Commonwealth a better place.
If things were so great back then, how did it all fall apart so fast?
I'm sure there was a lot I didn't see or know enough to pay attention to. You know, the politics and rivalries and bad blood between the different groups. I guess General Becker was able to keep a lid on it, keep everyone more or less on the same team. But after he was killed, it all came out in the open. I couldn't believe it at first. These guys were supposed to be Minutemen. They were supposed to put their duty to the people ahead of everything else. You probably think I was pretty naive, huh? I guess I was. Still am, too. Even after everything, I still believe that the Minutemen can be what I always thought they were. The good guys.
Why are you telling me all of this?
I guess I'm just trying to say thank you, if that makes any sense. Thank you for being different than most everyone else I've run across. Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to listen.
Anything else?
No, that was it. We probably better get back to it.
Heads up.
What do you need? Need something, General?
What's on your mind?
Never a dull moment.
Yeah. What are you thinking about?
Another day in the common.
Anything you want to talk about?
You probably think you're doing your best.
Just curious what you're thinking.
Don't know if I believe all those boogeyman stories about the Institute. It all sounds like paranoia.
Your thoughts?
Best way to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel is to stay out of their way.
How are you feeling about things?
I've worn out a lot of shoe leather.
How are you feeling about things?
I hear a lot of talk about the railroad, helping free synths and all that. They don't sound too bad.
Your thoughts?
Where to next?
That's all.
No problem. Do you have a minute?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Look, I know I put you in an almost impossible position when I asked you to lead the Minutemen. I didn't have any right to ask you to take that on. I guess I was kind of desperate at that point. I still don't know why you said yes. If it was for me, or for the Commonwealth, or for some other reason. It doesn't really matter. I just want you to know that I appreciate what you've done. If you look at where we were then to where we are now, I can hardly believe it.
Thanks, Preston.
Thank you, General. I've taken up enough of your time.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Need something?
Just curious what you're thinking.
Honor and compassion are in short supply these days.
Your thoughts?
It's good to run with someone
What's on your mind?
You're someone the Minutemen can follow.
Anything you want to talk about?
At least it's not raining.
Your thoughts?
You've done a lot of good for the people of the...
No, never mind.
No problem.
Hey.
What is it? You should give yourself credit sometimes. You really are one of the good guys.
You told me that before. Why are you bringing it up again?
Well, I'm not sure you really get it. How unusual you are. Since we met, I think you know I've really come to respect you, both as a leader and as a friend. Most people are just out for themselves, one way or another. Even the good ones. But you're different. You really care about other people, even when it isn't convenient or even safe. I've seen you risk your life more than once to help people, just because it was the right thing to do. I just wanted you to know that, well, that it matters, that you're making a difference.
That's nice to hear. But I'm not sure I can live up to all of that.
Trust me, you already have. All right, enough chit-chat, huh?
Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Hey,
Just point me to it. Need something, General?
what are you thinking about?
I admit I wasn't sure.
What's on your mind?
You're someone the Minutemen can...
Oh, nothing.
All right,